homeowners associations, or more commonly known as HOAs. Are they good? Are they bad? Do you want one or not? We're going to dive into that today as I go into the 5 things that no one tells you about HOAs. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. Let's get to it. When you're buying your house, location matters. But what can also matter with the location is whether or not your neighborhood has a homeowners association. There are pros and cons, and we're going to dive into those today. Number 1 is that oftentimes HOAs are managed by management companies. A lot of people just assume it's a group of neighbors who gather together once or twice a year, and sometimes that can be the case, but a lot of times they actually farm out the association to an actual management company. And number 2, sometimes getting in touch with your HOA requires a private detective. They are not all created equal, as I said, and some of them have people who are right on site and easy to get in touch with. Others, you may have to be a very squeaky wheel to get a little bit of grease. And number 3, how they are managed matters. And I'm not talking about management company or not, I'm talking about fiscal management. Because when you're paying into an HOA, you want to make sure that that HOA is being smart with your and your neighbor's money. They should have reserves if there's a pool on site, that they can maintain the pool or maintain the landscaping. If they're running paycheck to paycheck, that can be a real risk for you as a buyer. Number 4, not all HOAs are created equal. Some may charge you $50 a year just to repaint the sign annually. Others might charge you $300 a month, but they take care of all your front lawn and landscaping. Some really don't care what you do, and others will be out there with a ruler every Tuesday measuring your grass. So depending upon the type of homeowner that you're going to be, make sure you know where you're buying. Number 5, the rules, regulations, and covenants are really important to take a look at before you buy your home. And you have every right to see those before you close. Probably best to see them during your inspection period, so if there's anything crazy, you can go somewhere else. But they should have a detailed list of all the rules, regulations, and things that are expected of the homeowners, and make sure you read through that with a fine-tooth comb, because some restrict how you can paint your house, some restrict the types of animals that you can have. Really just make sure you're doing your homework before you settle in. I could probably talk to you about the pros and cons of HOAs for a lot longer, but we all know we have life to get to. So the real thing to remember is that when you're buying a house and there's an HOA, do your homework. Oftentimes they're managed by management companies. Sometimes getting in touch with them can be a bit of a project, and how they manage the money really matters, so look into the reserves when you're buying. Remember, they're not all created equal. Some are a little bit more strict, and some really don't care at all. And the rules and regulations are super important, so make sure you know what you're buying into. Now that you know 5 things about HOAs, you definitely want to watch my video on why you should buy instead of rent in 2021. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.